Operation Information 101. This is, I think, show number 17. Uh, I just want to do a little bit of advertising. Back in the day, I've been involved in the Patriot movement since 1995. I used to help Clayton Douglas with the Free American News magazine. Way back in the day in 95, 96, 97, back in those days. I've been involved since Waco, Oklahoma,
And what
Towers.
where oops where were you? You were here at Albuquerque during those,
Yeah,
right?
I'm in Albuquerque. He was located on the White Sands missile base out on 380. It's where he had his headquarters.
And then Phil Snyder came out '95, and then he got assassinated in '90.
Right,
He got assassinated in '96.
right. I've
That's rare footage
I've
that you
got
have.
colored photographs of his body when they did the hit on him, and they didn't bother him at first because he was just speaking before a handful of people. But the last one he spoke at was at one of the big preparedness expos we used to have in Colorado, and that when he's speaking in front of hundreds of people, that's they don't care what you're doing as long as you're not telling too many people. But when you start making a difference and you start talking to hundreds of people, that's when they try to take you out.
Yeah, no,
I
I
got
agree with that.
back from Colorado after one of those meetings, and that's when there was the Air Force jet. On a quiet morning was waiting for me as I pulled out of my Cadillac around the corner from my house, and he was waiting for me in the intersection below the treetop levels, before the power levels, and they try to scare you, which I don't scare easy, and they try to intimidate you to get out of what you're doing. And we stared at each other. I jumped out of my car. We stared each other down for a few minutes, and then he slowly took the Air F-16 and just turned it and went up and flew out, flew away. A couple of days later, I had the Men in Black, the real Men in Black. That's when I had my TV show on Channel 27. We were waking people up left and right. And the Men in Black, the real Men in Black, actually showed up at my door. They wanted a copy of the videotape I have with Arizona Wilder being interviewed by David Icke. She was MK Ultra in mind control, and she witnessed the Queen shapeshifting in a reptilian form, doing baby sacrifices and eating blood and stuff. And that's the video. That was back when we had videotapes, no DVDs. And they came to my door. They have the white pasty skin, the black hats. They had the old car out front. They talked. I don't know. I don't think they're human. They're basically AI. They talked in monotone voice. You have the video. Yeah, $5. So they gave me they gave me a brand new crisp $5 bill. Looked like it came from the Federal Reserve, and they left. And I was kind of cocky back then. Didn't really bother me, but I have over 8,000 DVDs. My main tape list, uh, Operation Information. Um, each
Phone number, right?
each DVD has is about 5.5 6 hours apiece. Each DVD has 4 or 5 different DVDs on it about different subjects. I just finished 140. I have an auxiliary list too that has over 6,000 titles on it. My phone number is 505-293-8168. 505-293-8168. And I back in those days, I had 2 or 3 people from every state of the United States. I had guys from Canada, Greece, Finland. I had this guy from Greece ordering DVDs. He would show the videos and translate in front of his audience the videos. And I haven't had a call for several years, 4 or 5 years now, and I don't think that's more of a coincidence. I think they got me blocked. So if you call, and I get a lot of spam calls like everybody else. So if you call and
Somehow.
no answers, just wait a few minutes, call back again. Um, 293-8168. Call it again, and I'll answer it. And if you want a copy of the tape list, or if you want any particular video you're looking for by a particular person or a particular subject, let me know. I have all videos. I'm trying to start the Library of Alexandria. I have every subject there is, from UFOs, mind control, prophecy, um, 9/11, everything.
Hey, something I got. What do people do you know that are the newest clones? Because like Trump, I heard there's two of them from a guy named Dick Gregory, and he said the real Trump is in the red, and the other clone is in the blue. I mean, Dick Gregory was saying that around 2015, 2016 when he was coming up as presidential.
Well, I have several videos on clones. Uh, every movie star has clones. Uh,
I wouldn't say everyone,
just
but a
about
lot,
every,
just
just
about a
about every
lot,
one of them. Every
just about every single
rapper,
one.
every
The fu-
Michael Michael Jackson's still alive. Elvis Presley's still alive.
I mean, their skin they use is foreskin, right? To make these robots, their skin is foreskin because you can grow that shit once you cut it off to about 12 feet.
Right. Well, they can grow skin. They can grow organs. They can grow anything they want in the labs now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's the latest video I watched was how it goes through your eye. They have like a worm, and behind that sun. A lot of stars. They have a sleepy eye, and it gets in behind their optic nerve. It goes into the brain, and that parasite, it's a reptilian parasite, and it kills the body, kills that person, and that parasite takes over their body, and that's basically how you get a sociopath. They have no emotion, they don't have no empathy, but it's that person walking around, but it's not really that person anymore. They've taken over the body.
I got something that's kind of odd that's happening, which is homeless euthanasia. I was watching one of your videos about that where they would send these homeless people to a certain city, and that city would euthanize the homeless. I mean, it's already happening. The fascism that's coming in.
Oh yeah, and they've got uh, they've got all kinds of stuff. They got the AI full robots that look human but they're not. They got clones. They got people under mind control. That's why I was wondering. I want to talk a little bit about Charlie Kurt.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kurt. There's going to be a big memorial in the stadium. Right? I just watching. You want to watch Newsmax and these alternative news stations. Get off the regular news programs. A bunch of garbage, fake news. You're wasting your time. Newsmax and the other Patriot
Well,
stations.
well, what do you think that caused his injury to his body or neck, head?
Well, he got shot right there. There's a main artery that goes down here through your neck into your main artery. My friend Willie Rodriguez, when I was in Florida, he got stabbed right there,
Oh,
and
oh,
he bled to death in my arms. He died in my arms, and all it was is a little stab wound right here. The guy hit the main artery, and he bled to death. And I think that's where how they killed him. But he was a good man. He was a Christian. I watched him all the time on Newsmax and stuff. He would debate. I saw him watch him on my phone too. He would debate college kids. A lot of people woke up. That's why he got the young generation to wake up, and that's how he helped Trump get in the office because of that. And there's a whole new generation now that's conservative. That a lot of people that never went to church, never thought of being a Christian. Now there's record numbers of people going to church now. They have this memorial that's coming up. They have like 300,000 people signed up. The
see,
stadium only holds 75,000.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Uh, there's a lot of parenthood uh visits for pregnancy women around the United States, right? Why do they use ultrasound? Is it, you know what I mean? I was
That's
watching one of your
radiation. It's
videos.
not good for them.
Yeah, and these prime whatever it is, these places they use ultrasound as analyze your baby, and they sell it on the market. They kill it with the ultrasound sound,
Well,
right?
ultrasound is radioactive and it's like X-rays.
Yeah, they test, they see what the baby is, and then they get this list the next day about Planned Parenthood, and they go, well, we need a heart, a lung,
Right. Well,
stuff like
that's if
that.
they're gonna abort their baby. That's what they
Uh,
do.
they examine it first, and then they kill
Right.
it if they need it.
Well, I knew back for years ago, the CIA has a book of all these pictures of children. They go by and take a picture of a child, and none of these children are kidnapped yet. They let the elite pick out which child they want, then they go and kidnap it. And the CIA has gone through dealing drugs to providing children to the elite, which is more
Yeah,
lucrative business.
in one way, how the cocaine trade got in the hands of the CIA when it wasn't even there, it was, very secret. Was, when we had cocaine legalized, it was, like Walgreens and these other small places that were selling for like Dr. Pepper, Coca Cola, and Pepsi. That was those people were dealing with those people with the cocaine getting it delivered to their store. Then it got illegalized, and it
Well,
got terrible then. And we know, and that's how the CIA got it because it didn't
yeah,
stop running in our community. It just went underground and the black market. And since we
well,
weren't running it to people, well, there's that secret government.
well, back to Charlie Kirk. Um, my questions are questions no one's asking. This young 22-year-old kid, how much experience does he have with guns? That's a heck of a shot that he made. Um, there's all like there's always they always got this lone gunman, and they just scapegoat. Like Oswell on Kennedy and McVeigh at Oklahoma, and there's always a government agency or a government doctor, psychologist, doctor that's behind under because a lot of
The
these guys,
propaganda, the
yeah, mind
propaganda.
control. A lot of these guys are under mind control, and there's black ops behind them.
Yeah, like the video it shows, we only have like two images or three, I should say. Him laying on the ground, him running across, and then him jumping off the building and running. And if you look at the tape, you can see that there was no one behind Charlie Cook that could have video recorded. And the Matrix can look in every single camera and see what is being pointed. It's like 911 when the guy called from the plane, the phone call, cell phone. He couldn't have done that. He made this big rally. Let's do it. And they said that's how the plane crashed.
Right.
So I think now that's the audio. It can control your cars with this Matrix car too and crash you. And now what we see with this Charlie Kirk and the runner on there, it looks too video. I think it's video control. That's the next up step with this evilness, this propaganda
Well,
bullshit.
I have another. I just got a latest video on 9/11. Of course, there was no planes. There's witnesses that didn't see a plane. They just saw the explosion in the building. So, and then all the footage you see with the plane and everything, it was put in afterwards later on. It was basically explosions in the building, and they took it down. That's the latest 9/11 video I have, and it's it's all fake. But what hit the Pentagon was a Russian cruise missile. That the Russian cruise missile, and I got a picture of me standing beside one of our cruise missiles. I was in the Navy, and their Russian cruise missile is a little bigger and has little tiny wings on it, like a small plane. And that's what hit the Pentagon.
Yeah, I heard they used some kind of drop with that missile that hit the Pentagon. I have it on a video earlier that I showed on the back of the 50 to 20, 5 to 10. You can see buildings fall and the front of the world or the Pentagon getting hit. But what about religion? You talk about religion? Religare?
Well, Charlie Kirk was a
Relink?
Christian, and he lived his faith, and of course they took him out. Um, I don't think he was supposed to be killed. If you're in bad shape, the last place I think you want to go is the hospital. Hospitals are designed to kill you. It's amazing. I have two personal friends that went through the Holocaust. I'm not the Jewish Holocaust, but a friend of mine almost drowned in the ditch. They rescued him. He was saved from drowning. They took him to the hospital. They cut him open to work on him, and they left him, and he got infected and died. Another one of my friends She had to go for an operation. She was waiting for a while. She got her operation. It was a success, and she survived the operation. And then the post care killed her. They,
Yeah, yeah. I know.
I don't trust these hospitals.
Some people when I lived in Oakland, California, that the dentist wasn't a fun place to go in the ghetto. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I was in the hospital. I got bitten by a brown recluse spider a couple of years ago, and I was in the hospital for 5.5 months.
That's how long you were
And
gone. Wow.
yeah, and I did more time in the
Wow.
hospital after that too.
Sorry about that.
Uh, they uh, uh, the Loveless Hospital. That's not a good place to go. I woke up in the morning hungry. They wouldn't give me any food. They wouldn't give me any water. No crushed ice. They tried to kill me. I'd go 5 days without food, water, ice, anything. I finally called my brother to get me the hell out of there, and they were going to cut my leg off and give me blood transfusions and all that. I'd be dead right now if I just listened to them.
Can I show this right now?
So I don't trust hospitals. What is that? What's it say? I can't really see it good.
I think I got it. If I didn't get it, sorry. If you got pieces, you got pieces. But well, it says that Russia was harvesting people for organ cells,
Right. I have a new video. Hospitals are
organ cell
killing
part
people,
products.
and the hospitals make more money if you die than if you live.
Yeah, like that ultrasound, and they sell the body parts. I call it KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken bullshit. And like I said, they see if the lady gets a note in the beginning of her starting of her day, and then she searches for it when the people come in when they're pregnant with the ultrasound, and they say there's something wrong or there's the whatever, and they abort it, and then they sell the heart for $15,000. They sell the intestines for or the
Well,
stomach,
right.
the
That's
rectal, because our babies are in trouble being born in this pollution. People, we lose so money,
right. Well,
but that
if they're going for abortion in the first place, yeah,
because who do you need? You
for no
think
time.
need these parts? Those are the people that are babies that are alive that are
Right. I have.
severely disabled from their product parts, their heart, their
Right. Well, I
intestines,
have
the rectum.
a graphic video on that too. If you ever watch the videos on this stuff, I have extremely graphic videos showing all this stuff, how they're doing satanic sacrifices, and all these people, these high level people are Satanists. They do sacrifices to babies and stuff, and show off my new T-shirt. Alligator Alcatraz. Just got it in the mail. I had to order it in the mail. Uh,
16 or is that 18? I think we're 18, 20,
and the
midnight.
voting system, I think the number one thing we need to fix, and Trump is working on it, is the voting system because we can't, they're going to take the country right back away from us if we don't get somebody in there after Trump that's going to carry the ball in a conservative way. And we got to fix that rigged voting system, which he's doing away with the machines, which are totally rigged, and so we gotta get our vote back. That's the most important thing, so we can get keep conservatives in there.
Well, I really don't trust the system and the voting system since this one newspaper report I read in high school. It was portraying with Dick Gregory when he was running for office for presidential in New York, and someone pushed the wrong button and he got 9 million votes. I mean, he admits it
Yeah,
himself.
it's all
It's been rigged way
rigged.
back then since the computers. Because think about it, during World War II, they had computers, and you can revert, TVs, sound, your speakers, your phones. That I like in the Matrix when Kanye transferred and he had all those TVs around. You can see every single thing and make it happen instantly in front of
Yeah,
you.
it's a big rig. But the supposedly I have a video of this guy who used to drink nuclear hard water. He used to drink it. He was one of the head inspectors, and he says it's all BS about radioactive water and nuclear and all that. He said it's all BS. We're at 20 minutes. We gotta cut it off.
Got it?
We're out of time. Tune in next time. Next week we're gonna do Flat Earth Friday. We didn't talk about the flat Earth at all too much today,
No,
but
we didn't.
we'll talk about it more next week. And we're out of time.
Well, that's two different opinions. I know he doesn't agree with mine. I don't agree with him. So maybe think about it. What are you pissed off on, people? I mean, seriously, teaching our kids our food. What? Think about it. What are you pissed off in this world?
See you later.